Hey there everybody, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. This is Spiraling Helix, and in the last episode we made our way through the remainder of Gerudo Desert and through a little Bulblin Fort. In this episode though, we are heading straight into the dungeon that lies before us. Straight into, once the cutscene appears right here, some sinking quicksand. No, we are heading into, where's the name? Come on, show it to me. Show it to me. The Arbiter's grounds. There we go, that took a while. Anyway, in here, one gimmick we have of this, no. Off to a great start, guys. Anyway, one gimmick we have in the Arbiter's grounds is sinking sand, or quicksand, whatever you would like to call it. And when there is sand, there is usually these Moldorm guys, which sort of just leap around. And I do recommend you take care of them in most instances, but this sand, you will sink in it very quickly. Wolf Link is much better at moving through it. However, Human Link is decent enough. He can grab onto higher ledges and he can roll a little bit like so. No, that's not how you do it. So, Link can roll over small bits of sand like this quite easily. However, oh, we have some enemies first. Wolf Link, although he's faster overall, he does tend to only, well, first of all, I want to grab this. There we go. Oh, I have to hold down the button. Okay. Wait, you're not meant to get in here. What is that? What? That enemy's not meant to be in this area. Anyway, Wolf Link, however, cannot grab onto ledges as easily as Human Link. So you'll see me using Human Link a lot more often. And first of all, we have some lantern oil straight away. So you can probably guess we will be using our lantern a fair bit. So I may as well fill up an empty bottle with lantern oil. I mean, it's not doing anything else. But let's immediately replace that with some bomb arrows, because that's not bomb arrows. I do this every time. Anyway, there, bomb arrows. There we go. We have a locked door, we have a chest. I'm low on health. I did not realize that. I do have a fairy, but I'd rather not use it. Anyway, jumping over here, you can guess it. We have a small key. Now, we will also have these enemies coming towards us. These are weird scarab beetle things. They slow you down a lot. But a spin attack as either Link or Wolf Link, I actually recommend you just let them climb onto you so you can kill them all easily. They slow you down like a lot. Don't try and move with them on you. If you're in sand with them, you'll pretty much instantly sink down. Anyway, here we are already putting our lantern to good use. And got lots of skeleton guys, but we can avoid them. And I love doing this room in the dark when you can't see. But why? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. You know what? Let's do a spin attack. Oh, let's not die actually. Boom! Oh crap! No. I can't get hit. No. Don't touch me! One hit and I'm dead! But I can do this. Okay. Can't get hit by anything. No hearts will drop, only fairies. And I don't know where the fairies are. But here we have... This is actually... Well, not the main gimmick of this whole dungeon. Probably half the dungeon. We have these. Now, they might look a bit familiar to you, but they look a bit different to me. Now, these remind me quite a bit of Pose. But they look different. Look at them dancing around. What are you doing with those flames? No! The gate! No! Darn you. Give me back those flames. As you can guess though, these are Poes, so let's turn into Wolf Link. And whoa, that is an ugly Poe. These Poes are much tougher. You're not meant to jump away from them. Oh, it still worked though. So when they are glowing like this, that is when you can attack them. Doing so will then reveal their true form. Or no, it won't. But it will reveal the Poe soul we can get. And it will also break their lantern. Lighting up one of the flames in this room. But we can sniff this guy. Let's sniff the dead ghosty. Forget the scent of Ilya and learn a new spell? Spell? Where? Yes, please. You learnt the Poe scent. You actually need to get this scent, unlike the other ones where you can sort of just continue on with the game without it. This one you need to get, as you can see one of the Poes went through here. Without the scent, you would not be able to dig up that bit of sand and pull this cane. That will open up this hidden entrance, this stairway. And you do in fact need to go down there. But before I do head down there, there are 2 chests in this room that I would like to get. One over there and one over there. So let's grab this one first. I'm totally going to get this one wrong. But don't. You darn skulls of wasted fairy. But that's okay, as long as I don't die anymore. But with that we get, oh I got it right! We get the dungeon map. This will, of course, show us all the locations, so let's check it out. Here we have the dungeon map. What? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. I don't know. How do I zoom out from the dungeon map? There we go. So, the dungeon map. Here you can see the dungeon is split into effectively 2 halves. We have this half that we're in, and then everything past the doorway sort of up ahead there. I'm trying to show you, but it won't let me. But that big gateway that slammed down. Anyway, we have the dungeon split into 2 halves. The sort of top half there, which goes down to lower floors, and the lower half, which goes up into higher floors. That made no sense at all, but obviously 4th floor is the dungeon boss, so let's aim to do that. And you could see actually there's a Poe counter in the top right, 1 of 4, and we already know what those Poes are doing. Let me just take care of these guys. They are very annoying sometimes, but I want to just grab onto this. Now these platforms do make it easier to get across the sand, and these ones will come back after sinking to help you get the dungeon map, but these 2 will not. As such, I want to grab onto these with my hook shot. Claw shot, I mean. I'm saying that wrong so many times. As over here, we get a piece of heart. Very nice. Only 1 more for heart container. We're so close, guys. And there is, of course, 1 more heart piece in this dungeon. So let's head down the secret stairway. I recommend you go down here first, although it doesn't really matter. Actually, maybe you have to go down here first. Well, I guess there's only one way. We will find out. Now, if I grab onto this and push... Yes, push. Sometimes it's hard to guess if you're pushing or pulling. We have this guy up here. And this is a Re-Dead Knight. I'm just going to launch 1 bomb arrow so you can see what he does. He shrieks, I cannot move. But thankfully, I can jump out of the way or bring up my shield just before he attacks me. And then he'll shriek again. So Re-Dead Knights, very annoying enemies. But down here we get a small key, very nice. And they will almost always drop a red rupee, by the way. But before we go further, I want to go up here. And if you're ever looking for little secret passageways like this or ways forward, just turn into Wolf Link and you will see the scent of the Poes. And heading up here, we have a big room with lots of lanterns. Which one could it be? Why, it can only be these flying skulls. Let's take them out. I actually forgot the name of these enemies, but they are very annoying. Maybe they're called bubbles? That sounds about right. But this lantern here seems to not be hanging off anything. Anyway, so let's take care of this Poe. To get him to start attacking, by the way, all you have to do is lock onto him. Doing so will then allow us to grab the Poe Soul. These are some Poe Souls you cannot miss, of course. If you couldn't guess by the fact we need to do this to get through the gate. And that flame will then go flying off to that central room. So let's head on forwards. And we're actually going to go back into that central room so we can take a different way through this room, as moving this will move the walls around it as well, which will reveal different doorways. Sadly, moving that did block some doorways up higher, so we need to go through the doorway up here. But first, we get this lovely cutscene of the flame slowly floating up to its pedestal. There we go. So heading up here, I'm now going to go straight into this door. And I like this dungeon because Midna will open up the doors for you. That doesn't tend to happen in all the dungeons, but it's very nice having Midna do this for you. Saves you having to switch back between Link and Wolf Link so many times. But the Poe Trail is in here, so let's move onwards. And I want to be Link and ooh, spikes! Let's avoid these spikes, shall we? And these spikes, once they have come up, they will appear in Wolf Link's sensors so you can see where they are once they go back down. And I'll show that off a bit better in another place in this dungeon, but for now it's just not worth showing off because we kind of don't need to. Anyway, pushing this box will reveal this claw shottable thing. And it will words. I'm good at this, guys. Trust me. Anyway, it will also let us bring this chain over a bit further, pulling up this chandelier. And if you bring it up all the way, that'll sort of lock it in place before it falls down and tries to crush us, which will, I think, instantly kill you or acts like you're getting thrown off into a pit. But I'm going to ignore pretty much half the stuff that I just ran past because up here we get the compass. Like, seriously, we already have the compass. Like, that hasn't happened in a dungeon, like, for a long time, if ever. As you can see, there are very many chests here. And, for once, you can see Uku on the compass dungeon map combo thing. Anyway, back here we have bubbles. That one is a fire bubble. Of course, fire will deal more damage if for some reason you're wearing the Zora's tunic. So, stop wearing the Zora's tunic. There's no water around here, guys. I pushed it the right way. Yes! I don't think I have any more. Actually, there's one more instance where I need to push it the right way the first time. Anyway, with these Dead Knights, 2 bomb arrows take care of them very nicely from a distance. So that is the recommended method of defeating them. But we get a small key. Well, very nice. What am I doing with my voice? Anyway though, let's head through this door. As you can see, these small keys, we kind of need them to even leave the room. So, yes, that's sort of needed. I can hear something, guys. I can hear the Poe. I can hear the Poe waiting for us. It's nearby, guys. But first, skeletons! Kill the skeletons! And, or is that a Dead Knight I saw? Yeah, there's a Dead Knight coming around the corner, guys, so be careful. Let's actually aim with you, as I don't want to waste my bomb arrows on these small guys. And go, go, go. And there is another Dead Knight! And I've made it through this room very quickly. Usually they're further around. Okay. Now if I turn into the wolf to see where exactly this Poe is, whoop, I can see the scent is leading me down here. Oh, and I can dig up this sand, revealing this chain, opening this door and revealing this Poe in this hidden chamber. So let's take care of you. That was a post sound. I don't know what. No. I'm making this up as I go along, guys. I'm missing it. There we go. Attack! Take care of you. And as you can see, the Poe is actually vulnerable and not invisible when you change your senses. However, other Poes I don't think do that. So, interesting to note. Otherwise, it's not interesting at all, and it's a pointless fact that means nothing because the other Poes do it. But either way, it works. Anyway, that flame is going off to that middle room yet again, which we are nearby actually, but on a higher floor. And this room here, locked door. There is a chest down here though. Grabbing this will give us a small key. Thankfully, it's a small chest. Didn't have to transfer. The lights went out. The lights went out. What is that noise? Oh, I can barely move, guys. What is this? Well, if you're normal Link, he'll sort of just walk around slowly and you'll have no idea what's going on. But Midna will sort of show that something bad is going on. And I actually shivered there for a moment. We have some weird rat things on us, only visible in our senses. So let's see if I can get across here without getting... Oh, I think I have one on me. Oh, here we go. Got a couple. So if there's even one of you, Midna will go crazy doing jazzy hands on the sides of your body. But there is our third flame. And it takes a few rats to actually build up on you, but Midna does not like the ghoulish rats, and neither do I, because they're creepy. So let's move onwards. Whatever you do, do not fall down in that room. You'd have to go all the way around again. But if you manage to not fall down in that room, easier said than done. Seriously, it's so easy to fall down in that room. I've done it almost every time I play this game. First, I want to push this, as not only will that help us... Ooh, sick moves there, Link. Not only will that help us bring that chain back, that will also give us a nice shortcut from that central room, should we need it for any reason. I don't know why we would need it, but it's gonna help us nonetheless. Now, before I move this chain thing, I actually want to pull out my hookshot and grab onto this Moldorm guy. He will be very annoying if I don't take care of him, as I can get to this point here-ish, and he will just decide to jump up, which ruins everything, guys. Anyway, I want to pull this as Human Link, as I pull this giant chandelier. You will see why. Now, this time I am not going to run straight past it, I'm going to stay in the middle. Yes, I see that chest there, guys, but we will get that later. Trust me, it is easier to do it this way. So let's move onwards into this next room, where we will see some skeletons locking us in. We gotta take him out, guys. Let's take him out. Now, the thing about this skeleton here, this is a Stolfos. Shield attack's very useful against it. However, that won't kill it. Only bombs will kill it, so you can either use a bomb on him as is, or you can use bomb arrows. However, I think he needs to be getting up for bomb arrows to work. Although that worked for some reason. Maybe he's either getting up, needs to be fully up, or maybe he has to at least get up to become an enemy. However, just saying, bomb arrows will not work from a distance until he has actually got up to fight you. But we have taken care of him. Let's go ahead, and we have some torches to light here. Now, the key to knowing which torches to light here is by using your senses to see which two the Poe lit earlier. However, I have a much easier way of remembering it. Light the torch in front, as you could guess, and then light the one closest to this door. Doing so will open up the door. If I was to light any other of these torches, I don't think it'll do it now, but it would usually spawn a whole bunch of skeletons or rats or something to kill me. But here we are, the fourth and final Pope. Let's take care of him. He's over here, right? There he is. Oh, we have a cutscene. There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. There's 4 of them. Now, this might look familiar to you who have played the Ocarina of Time. I'm not gonna bother locking on, just move my camera so I can see them all. As only one of them is real, and I have to attack that one the moment it reveals itself. So it's basically just either game of luck, lock onto one and just attack it. However, even though only one is real, they can all damage you, so be careful. And, oh, okay, I did get that one. Nice! Doing that, by the way, Ocarina of Time, it's just like the Poe sisters in the forest temple there. Not the first one, the other one that you do as adult Link. Anyway, doing that is the 4th Poe soul of this dungeon. And that will be the 4th flame that we need to bring to light those 4 pedestals and to raise that gate. But I want to drop down here. This will allow me to grab this chest right here, giving us a stamp. We get the surprised Midna stamp. Look at her face. It is great. I don't know why I'm sounding so angry about that. Midna's great. I love Midna, guys. I love her. Not in that sense, guys. Don't take it too far. Anyway, with that, the 4th flame has appeared. That will raise the gate. Slowly, but there it goes. And that is about half of the dungeon done. Yes, there isn't technically a mid-boss. What am I saying? There is a mid-boss in this dungeon. It's just we'll be fighting it a bit later. And it's not really in the middle. But that is kind of the midpoint of the dungeon. So I'll see you guys next time when we finish off the Arbiter's grounds. See you guys then. This has been Spiraling Helix. Do all the stuff on screen. Subscribe, click the next video link, or check out the whole playlist. Anyway, see you guys next time, everybody. Bye-bye.